streamed.
What is this streaming thing you're doing?
What is this streaming thing? You haven't streamed since, oh my god, only last Saturday. Seems like so much longer. Right. So, brief introduction. Since I am now streaming and I can be heard briefly, no roleplay on the grounds that voices have gone away because of illness, plague pits. So instead, a nice, relaxed, friendly board game. So
Artificially tonight will be played by Batman.
Batman.
I honestly can't decide if it's Batman or whether it's someone from an 0898 chat number. To be honest, I think it could go either way at any given. I'm just waiting for you at some point to just start rooting Laz through with this occasional sarcastic quotes.
I think my game just crashed.
Oops.
Yep. Tickets were just spontaneously closed on me.
Oh. Okay. Well, this will be interesting. I have got it set up so it doesn't auto-replace you with a bot. Because I have a feeling.
Good.
So it should let you straight back in.
I am back in.
Back in. Thank God for that. Right, so yes. So first up, Ticket to Ride. We have no idea what the hell we're doing. Vaguely think it involves some trains. I've just realised that was a passable Lydia Nichols impression.
It's presumably Sheldon Cooper's favourite board game.
Oh dear God, can you imagine? Right.
Odd, really, given how much they built up that the character loves trains. It's odd that this is one they never played on the series.
I don't think they've ever done it. I'd have to ask Mum. She's actually seen every single
Yeah, I mean,
episode.
I haven't seen every episode, so maybe they have, and I don't know. But
okay, so Night.
Yes.
Please choose some tickets. Night Bites will play first.
Right. So.
Right. Okay. I recall
it closed
that.
again.
Oh no.
Okay. This is going well, folks. No, not local.
Okay. So at the start of the game, you will be dealt 3 route cards, which appear at the bottom of the screen. That's why it's saying please select tickets. You can select 2 or 3 of those tickets.
Oh, I see.
They are ones that you are attempting to achieve. You can get more as the game goes on. Can't remember whether at the end of the game you lose points for routes that you haven't.
I have a feeling you might do, yeah.
So points are lost if you do not successfully complete the route given you on the destination tickets you kept. So you do need to look at them and think, am I going to do that? But obviously, in early games, you're not really going to have much of a clue whether you can do that. So you might want to perhaps ignore really long ones and otherwise keep them all.
Yeah. So pick however many of your tickets you want to hang on to.
I've picked a number of tickets and selected done.
Okay.
And the game just hooted at me.
Yep.
Okay.
It chimed at me.
So your game turn consists of the following actions. Actually, on your game, you can do one of the following actions on your turn. You can draw train car cards, take any one of the face-up cards, or draw the top card from the deck, which is a blind draw. These are the cards on the right-hand side, I believe, of the screen. These are the cards that you need to spend in order to place your little trains on the board to try and complete the routes that you're doing. So picking a couple of places at random. If you've got a route from Portland to Salt Lake City, the simplest way to get there is just by that blue arc. So you'd be looking for blue trains that you could spend to make that route. There are also those rainbow trains that, surprise, surprise, don't for anything. Another action you can do on your turn is to claim a route by playing a set of train car cards that match the color and length of the route, and then placing one of your colored trains on each space. So again, looking at Portland to Salt Lake City, that's 6 cards you would need, 6 blue cards you'd need to be able to get that.
Or five blue carriages in one train, because I think the trains are multicolored, aren't they?
Oh yeah, the trains are the multicolored ones. Finally, you can draw destination tickets. You draw 3 destination tickets. Keep at least one of them, but may keep as many as all 3 if you wish. And that's how you get more tickets. You know, if you've completed all your routes, you can get.
I
one
know
to 3
it's
more
my
by drawing them.
turn. Honestly.
It does like popping up and telling you. Oh, by the way, it's your turn.
Yeah, and
In case you hadn't noticed, it's still your turn.
Yeah, and indeed,
Yeah.
hello to
There is-
hello to
there is
Chrono
a
Magistrate.
reason. Yeah. There's a reason why we've got this set to 15 days, even though we're only streaming for one evening.
Yeah. It may only seem like one evening.
Hello, Chrono Magistrate.
Yes, hello indeed. Apologies if, other than rules explanations like that, I say very little this evening.
Yeah, all right, I'm picking a second card. Jeez, judgmental much? Yeah, there's a reason we're not role playing tonight. Let's put it that way.
Well, if we were, then my introduction at the beginning would have been slightly different. It would have been, tonight the part of Hamus is being played by Batman.
That itself is really intriguing.
Oh, thanks for the
I
image.
love the idea of Batman playing Hammers.
I did yesterday practice whether I could do that Hamus accent with this voice, and the answer is largely no.
Yep. Okay, Fish, you'll go. You're pulsing gently.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be playing a game, aren't I?
Yeah, you're gently pulsing at the side in green. I don't wish to
Well,
judge.
Yes, but I'm sure I'll go for it.
Oh shit.
I
Oh, okay. I can't move my mic any lower because if I do, I take out my second monitor. Okay, well, important point. Well made.
Okay, so I need some cards, really.
You need cards. You can do the whispering for you. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, you can pick 1 multicolour card or 2 of
Or
these
2
self-colour
other
cards.
Yeah.
Ah, that's why
Yes.
the trains go in. I see.
Yeah.
Right.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, which I only remembered when I picked one of the colours and then went, I can't pick a multicolour. Right.
So that makes it my go.
It does, yep.
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, just out of interest, guys, courtesy of certain people on our Discord server being lovely, and Christmas being a thing, I have Love Letter on Steam now.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So worth looking at that while it's cheap, because although it was on Board Game Arena, that was on the premium Board Game Arena, so
It
we'd
was.
actually have to, somebody would have to be paying for it.
Oh, in which case, yeah, we may as well just pick it up on Steam then at some point. That's cool. Right, do I have anything I can build? Anything? Do I ducks? God, what are my roots?
I'm not sure why we're playing this though, because since I got Tekken, I just don't see the point of any games that don't have cute pandas in.
There is that.
I have no idea what Takenoko is.
It's a game with a cute panda, basically.
Okay.
Takenoko, I bet that Lil Bites would really, really enjoy, because it's basically growing bamboo to feed to a cute panda.
What I probably ought to do is leave my copy of it over at your place, Strut, so that it's available sometime when Night Bites and Lil Bites are visiting.
What is the allergy to giving me a friggin' yellow train? I'm just asking.
I've convinced him not to because I need those.
That's bang out of order.
I think you made a mistake when you set the game up there, Drat, because I'm sure there is an option. There's a checkbox, give Drat yellow trains, and you must have left that unticked.
I know. Okay, what have we got? Oh, shut up! I'm not picking the second card. Well, yes, I am picking the second card. To play one of these damn things in a mo.
I know it's my turn. I'm thinking. Stupid game.
Thinking ahead past board games and things at some point. You realise I'm going to have to run the swashbucklery Castle Falkenstein when I run. You know, swinging off trains and things.
I still haven't decided what Randolph Hamilton Quigley is going to be personality-wise, but I find it interesting. I have a name for him, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't even have a copy of the rule book yet, but I already have a name for the character.
Yeah, because you know it's going to be a Quigley.
It's got to be a Quigley.
Has to be a Quigley. Pardon me.
Sounding good there, Drop.
Yeah, that's quite impressive. You know when they say coughing freely, yes. Okay. I'll log off. I got trains!
By the way, there is no limit to the number of train car cards that you can have at a time.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I don't need to worry about sort of overstocking if I've got loads of cards that I don't need.
No.
Okay.
No, I've just blown through 2 random multicolour cards just because I was getting really annoyed.
Oh, there are also bonus points to be had for the longest continuous route, basic or path of routes. So, in addition to just going from place to place and completing your tickets, there is also that whole thing of can I get a longer road than anyone else?
Good evening, Melemony. If you love this game, you're probably going to sit here and watch and go, "Why the hell is he doing that?" Because this is my second ever time playing this game. Generally, my first time on the computer. First time I played this was about 5 years ago at a friend's house, the actual board game. So this is my second ever game of this. And Fishy and Drut, who you can hear on comms, they've played 4 more games of this than I have. And it's really cheap on Steam at the moment.
I've just set up the multi just on general principle, so you can see complete incompetence from multiple points of view. But it does also mean that you'll be able to see both night and my routes, so don't shout about it.
So I trust Melemony to be completely impartial.
Yeah.
Melemony's part of the sovereignty. That's a point, Melemony's part of the sovereignty. Let's do a soft shout out from that.
No. That's okay. I also trust anyone who's in my chat.
Despite the fact that I'm not streaming this, I'm also very generously not watching either of your streams.
Really good show.
Funny. Fish seems to have picked all of the cards that would have been useful to both of us.
Somehow he keeps psychically blocking our routes. I don't know how he does it.
It's almost like he knows what we're thinking because he knows what... Oh.
Fish.
Whose go is it, by the way? Oh, it is Fish's go, okay.
It's Fish's go. He's the one who's throbbing.
I got distracted and didn't actually notice.
It's all right. It's incredibly subtle in some ways, and then it shouts at you that it's still your go.
So we have a limit of 45 trains we can place.
Yeah.
Is it possible to hit that limit, or is that just a generic?
Yes.
Yeah, here's a bunch of trains.
Oh yeah, it is possible.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Because you get points for any route that you claim, and then you also get more points for completing your tickets. So it's not just going on the tickets that you've got. if, for example, you're getting towards the end of a game and you think, well, no, I'm not going to complete. Don't want to take another ticket and risk not completing it. You can just claim routes for the sake of those points
I
instead,
see. Okay.
or just claim routes to block other people if you think you know where they're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, has somebody had a moratorium on grey cards?
Again, I think that was a checkbox that you forgot to tick.
Thanks. I'm just looking at it.
Did you not see in the settings there is a give Drattercup X cards for each of the colours? If you didn't tick them, you're not going to get any of them.
I've got one grey. I know they exist. I know what the graphic looks like. Can I see any more of the bastards? Can I, Darks?
So for any alien conspiracy theorists watching, apparently they do exist. Drat can confirm the greys are real.
Drat has seen greys.
Well, that puts Grey's Anatomy in a whole different ball sort of.
Oh my god! I wish you hadn't said that. I now have the most wonderful mental images.
I know.
And possibly an idea for an aliens campaign now.
Okay, that's black, not grey. Okay, I can cope with that. The rainbow card just got used because I got sick of waiting for any more blues, Melamony. I'm feeling victimised now, and it's Fishy's go.
Yeah. Decision.
Ahem. 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 No, green. Honestly.
Yes, I know it's my turn.
I was a bit annoyed actually. Somebody's popped up in the Fennec game group saying, "Is there anybody around here who plays Catan? I've just discovered it. I really want to play." And unfortunately, I love Catan, but I just can't find the time to get to physical game sessions.
No. There's the problem.
No, I still can't get used to calling it Catan. I have to actively make myself not play Settlers of.
Yeah, it's Settlers of to me. It always will be. And I
Have they changed the name then?
They have.
Yeah.
Oh,
a couple of years ago now, at least.
I didn't
I
realise
know
that.
it's my turn. I'm thinking.
The thing is, to me, it's very disappointing that they've dropped the Settlers of, because the only game in the series I've got isn't a Catan-based one. It's those rules, but it's Settlers of the Stone Age.
It still sounds like a band.
Which it does, rather, yeah.
Well,
but that now has a name that has no connection to the game that it's a spin-off from.
Oh, true. Yes, it would just be Stone Age, which is a different game.
Stone Age, which is a different game, which I also really enjoy.
Yeah, Fishy.
I know.
Right.
It's almost like we've got a voice and the game telling us.
This fish am have points.
Yay.
Oh. So the light grey is actually an any colour, but the dark grey is grey only.
Sorry, yeah.
Is it?
Again, should have mentioned that.
Oh,
the light grey ones you can use any colour on. Yeah.
Oh, bollocks.
You can tell when I'm trying to teach people a game I don't really know because I forget half the rules.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? I appear to just be setting up some kind of loop over here. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
So you're building it underground. It's the first ever Hyperloop.
It is. If we set them to 10 minutes. Ooh, Fishy. I now need to do something, though, because, frankly, I've got no cards. Oh, yeah, that's not grey, that's white. Oh, what a chimp. Excuse me while I go for the caffeine.
Funnily enough, I've started on with caffeine. Well,
yeah.
I assume it's got caffeine in it. It's called Mountain Dew. I assume there's caffeine in here.
Yeah. Could I hope?
Caffeine content, 52 milligrams.
Yikes.
Nice.
Yeah. Mountain Dew, the energy drink that existed before people thought energy drinks existed.
Yep.
Yes.
I keep looking at that caffeine soap and thinking, the MSO. You can buy soap with DMSO, which transmits the caffeine through your skin. It's one of those things I'm fairly sure you can't buy in the UK because the caffeine content's too high. Okay, hang on. I need to check my routes. I know it's my turn. It's like my turn and my route. Everything. That one to there. Oh, right, okay.
I've just realised Duluth is on the map.
Sorry?
I've just realised Duluth is on the map.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I can't see that place without thinking bugs.
Yes, Bug City, isn't it?
Courtesy of Rifts.
Yeah.
Duluth 5.
At some point, I will run some rifts. Probably just
Yay!
a one-off, but
Right. Well, those cards are completely useless to me. Well done, Linda. Well done. I keep having to look and double check my routes on the. I can't remember what I picked. I'm looking at the cards. You can tell me the names as much as you like. Me and American geography, bad combo.
Oh, not sure if you were there or watching, but
Oh, me
having
fish.
picked up American Truck Sim, I discovered that it's got some places that I've been to in America on it, one of which I didn't think would be a big enough place to be in a game,
Oh, yeah.
which is Coos Bay in Oregon.
it was quite cute actually watching him get all excited about driving through places that he'd visited.
Funky. Right.
But, I mean, Portland, I expect it's like, big place. Coos Bay, I just remember this little town with a small school. And...
Okay, hang on. Where the hell do I need to go? Oh, of course, I need the colours that are nowhere near anywhere. Yes, sod off. All the way off.
Are you, during this stream, by the way, going to announce that you're now legally obliged to run some Castle Falkenstein for us?
I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I am now, yes, legally obliged to run Castle Falkenstein. Because RTG are fantastic.
They do seem to be.
And even just thinking of it again, I'm now grinning. Because I am so looking forward to diving into a bit of Castle Falkenstein.
Having never played Castle Falkenstein, I only ever saw it on the shelf when I was selling games at a shop, so I've never even read the book.
No, neither have I. I've sort of read around it.
Drat, someone has decided
None
to
of us
follow you.
own the game,
No,
but Drat
I don't
somewhere
know
has
why
a
either,
Castle
but enjoy it
Falkenstein
while
source
it
book.
lasts.
I do. I have a multi-statted source book which covers, if I recall correctly, Falkenstein, for Fairy Queen and Country. I can't remember what the other one was. But basically it multi-stats all the steampunk concepts.
Yeah,
I've got it sat on the
just
shelf
looks
somewhere.
quite cool, so I thought, yeah, Drat will like that.
I did, and then I wanted the game and I couldn't get hold of it.
I couldn't find it for love nor money, no.
No.
Oh, and while I think about it, not Castle Falkenstein related, but role-playing generally, one of my fellow commanders from the Sov side of things, and apparently one of his friends, are looking for a group of role players to run a game of Elite Dangerous. Either of them.
Oh. Okay.
Of course, there are two sets of rules for Elite. I have both.
Yeah.
I have both.
One of which is on my shelf up there.
Yes. Okay, let's go with you. Well, that's no frigging use to anyone, is it? Git. Yeah, all right. So I will have that one. But yes, due to an agreement made last night on the you can, if you do this, we'll give you this. To which my response was yes. After about a nanosecond of consideration.
How dodgy does it sound when phrased like that?
It does. It really
You do
does.
this, we'll give you this.
Yeah, it does.
Congratulations. Welcome to the world of addiction.
Yeah.
First hit free.
Yeah. I've now got a little stack of Falkenstein books to read through and work out what the hell to do with. I suspect it's going to be more swashbuckly than people have seen from my stuff before, or at least for a while.
I love swashing my buckler.
I'm thinking
gotta be a good thing.
Victoriana Magitech steampunk swashbuckling.
Speaking of swashbuckling, we also have to find time for me to run the newly released John Carter of Mars RPG.
Yes.
Which is one I backed at Kickstarter.
Yeah. Yes, which again is very swashbuckly, because God knows it's not sensible.
Would now be a bad time to mention, talking of role-playing games and backing, that I backed the second edition of 7th Sea.
That would not be.
To the degree that got me the PDFs for the previous version as well.
That would not be bad at all. Though, from what I've heard, I'd like to play the second edition to see what it's like. But from what I've heard, I think we would be more likely to play it, say, yeah, okay, that's quite cool. Now can we play first edition?
Yeah.
Because everybody seems to be saying this isn't up to first ed. Just disappointing.
From having read through it, I would agree with that.
Fair enough.
I initially backed it so that I had all the first ed stuff. Which
I can see that. That wasn't why I backed Torg Eternity, but I did take advantage of the opportunity to get every first edition Torg book in PDF. So I've got a complete set of first edition Torg, and so far a complete set of second edition Torg Eternity, because I've backed everything that they've released for that so far as well.
So, Fishy, I believe. I just completed a route. I just completed what I think is the shortest route in the entire game. And yeah, indeed, Chronometrate, yes, it does. Falkenstein sounds like it's going to be a bit of a ride, to be honest. And because we've got all the options and access to all the advanced rules as well, and rule variations, we've got a lot to play with. So I'm going to give these guys free rein largely over what game, what elements they want to use for their characters. Give them, basically let them have their heads and see what we come up with. And then I'll base plots around what I get, rather than try and shoehorn these poor buggers into anything I come up with.
Meanwhile, it's your go.
I know it's my go. I am capable of multitasking, even while wasted.
Echo or reverb on that. Meanwhile, it's your go.
Shut up, I'm feeling very judged now.
I have to swap to my headset if I want stuff like that. I don't have any effects.
I'm on my headset. I'm on my headset, but I've refused to sacrifice my decent mic. I'm not swapping to the other mic purely so I can sound like a duck.
But that's the Spruglet voice.
It is.
Best thing to come out of 5th edition D&D.
Spruglet, yeah. I'd love Spruglet. Shortest route Portland to Vancouver for 2, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's one from Portland to Seattle, one again from Seattle to Vancouver, giving you
That's
a 2-space route.
Cool.
So yeah, if there's a card for that, that would certainly be the shortest one.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, Portland to Seattle is a card. I very much doubt that.
Meanwhile, Fish, it's your go.
Yeah,
meanwhile, I'm still actually trying to do my go.
Sauce, goose, gander, bite me. So yeah, we've got the tail end of, well, I say tail end, we've actually got the season finale of Witcher to do.
Yeah.
The only reason that's not tonight is because voices.
It wasn't last week.
Oh
Was
yeah,
it the
last week
same?
was well, yeah. At least this time I can actually follow a sentence from one end to the other. Last week, no. Last week I was a wasted little dretty. I was not a well bunny at all.
Can I just say though, it is quite a good feeling seeing people saying, "Oh yeah, I really have to catch up with that." About
Isn't it though?
Rather than just trying to drag people to the stream, saying, "Look, for God's sake, watch us, justify my existence."
Yes. We are tragic. Love us.
It is really quite cool with the craziness that we are doing. Given how far we've sort of gone away from Drut's plot to do stuff.
Oh,
it's kind of cool that people are saying, "I want to catch up on that," because obviously we're doing something somewhat mischievous.
You thought you'd got away from my plot. Never underestimate the ability of a Drut to drag people back with nets if
Never
need be.
underestimate the ability of the fishy to miscount how many cards he needs. So,
but yeah,
won't be claiming a route this turn.
Yeah, but yeah, essentially, my plot came down to there are a lot of things going on in town. These things will be going on to their own timescale, irrespective of what you do. If you get in touch with them or get involved with them, then yes, that's cool. If you don't, they're going to happen. They'll resolve themselves. They'll wander off into the woods and never be seen again. Depending on what they are.
Yeah.
But yes, the party is going to be interesting. Yes, Chrono Magistrate, you've not seen one of my house parties in games.
To give you an idea of roughly how Drut's house parties go when she's running a game, let me do this for you.
Well,
that should give you a pretty good idea.
Only the once have I stepped outside of one of the house parties to discover that my car had been disabled by ramming the corpses of small woodland animals into the gas tank. I think that was the first one, in fact.
Yes. Yes.
The small giggle of laughter that came with the remembrance of that.
Well, I'd also filled the woods with man traps. I just didn't want you going out by car. So I thought, what's the quickest way that this thing could have stopped the cars? Because it knew how engines worked. It wasn't stupid, it had just been stuck in an attic for 30 years. Had access to the library and things. And, what car and what have you. But, so, yeah, I may possibly have sort of ended up with a lot of squirrels and the gamekeeper's ferrets shoved into the petrol tank. It made
He's seriously going for that longest route bonus, isn't he?
Yeah. It made sense at the time. Actually, I can't say it made sense at the time. It really didn't make sense at the time.
Sorry. Quick question. I should have asked this at the start, but do I have to link my routes so that each one starts from where the next one ends? Or can I go from do Portland and go right on the other side to Washington Raleigh?
You can go anywhere you want, but obviously to complete one of your tickets, you've got to have a continuous route connecting the two places. They can go anywhere you want. You can go all the way around the outside to get somewhere if you really want to. If you've got enough trains to place, obviously.
So having, I don't know, Portland, Frisco, I don't need to go all the way around to do a Washington Raleigh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Chrono Magistrate. You see, it's a philosophical viewpoint. Animals will eventually, when buried, turn to oil. So it was just, cutting out the middleman. The fact that I feel
over time, eventually, I would be able to use the car again.
You had a man
What you need is some magical book to put you into a sleep for a couple of 100 years. You'll be able to use the car again.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about the 3 books.
Don't make me laugh, bastard. I was just thinking of a really complicated way to finish this route, and I thought, I could just do those two.
You're a git fish. I wanted that multicolor.
I'm going to change my screen name to Git Fishy. Yeah.
Yeah. You've completed all your destination tickets. You may draw more tickets.
I haven't even done one.
I hate you, Drat. I hate you.
You want to get... That's why I clicked on it, you twonk. 13, for God's sake. Okay. Hang on.
Did you?
Did I what?
No, it's all right. Never mind.
Hang on. Oh... Maybe. Don't be silly. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. That was silly. Right. Is it still my go? No, it's Fishy's go.
I can't see which one. Oh, yeah, fish is glowing.
Yeah.
Points!
Yay!
I completed the ticket.
Yay! Oh God! Why did I do? Why?
Why not?
With a side order of what the hell was I thinking?
I've got
Why
no
not?
idea how the hell I'm going to do that one.
Hang on. What's my other? Oh my God. The hell am I gonna do?
How in the Sam hell am I going to do that?
Yeah.
I have no idea where that came from.
Dukes of Hazzard, I think.
Entirely possible. I have been doing a lot of Dukes of Hazzard-y stuff in Forza recently.
Ah, that would explain a lot.
Yes.
Oh, I need more cards.
Lots of getting a car airborne and then hitting this button. Because that horn doesn't exist in the game. I just had to do it myself.
Oh dear. That was far too giggly. If the chest doesn't stop hurting, I'm going to go and get some limoncello as medicine. Okay,
Don't
right.
let me forget to actually buy some booze tomorrow, Drop.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, because otherwise we haven't actually got a lot. I am going to pick up some cream soda, though, so we can have that gin. Mum was saying it might just taste far too sweet, and I said that's not a problem.
I just realised a possible problem.
Yeah?
My shift, actually, I'm thinking about it, I don't think is long enough for me to get a break. So I'm just going to have to hope we're quiet enough that I can buy it when I'm actually working.
Well, every other bugger seems to.
Well, yeah, true. But if it's busy, then that gets awkward.
See, I used to not like the taste of gin, but now I really couldn't care.
No, you see,
have no
can't taste
sense.
it.
you see, I don't like the taste of just gin,
Yeah.
because
But we need to experiment with that pink gin.
that's
Because that doesn't actually taste of gin.
no, hence the cream soda, because it tastes of strawberries and raspberries. So I reckon cream soda
That'd
will
be
be
£4, by the way. If you did want to go I can pick up 12 litres of it from work, it would be about £4.
That's not bad.
But I'd have to carry it to yours. So.
Well, if I'm out and about tomorrow, I may have a chat with my mum and go in on my card.
In case anybody's wondering, by the way, I work in a wholesaler's. Hence I can only buy in vast quantities.
I know it's my go.
So I wasn't sure because there was much talking going on.
Yeah. But oh, that sounds nice. I did get to sample some sloe gin liqueur up at my sister's, which is good because at the moment her other half doesn't drink. She can't drink for baby-related reasons, and the two boys have sampled tiny little drips and decided they don't like it, which is good because they're small children. So it was kind of, why do you have an entire bottle of liqueur?
Why did I do that?
Right, let's look at this rationally. I know it's my turn. I'm trying to work out how badly I've messed up. Ugh. That's the only colour I don't need. But let's do that. I've got some weird spider thing going on in the middle of the map. My route's going off in 6 different directions.
Is it the weird spider thing into the weird spider verse?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I've seen it tomorrow. Ha ha.
Yes, a bit jealous. We'll need to see that.
Yes.
I've heard nobody say anything but nice things about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be good. My challenge is going to be not coughing during it. Although, to be honest, it seems to be held in the cinema, which is about 4 seats of view. The world's smallest screen. So, with any luck, it'll only be us there tomorrow morning. Everybody else will be frantically shopping like crazy.
Game!
The Smeg.
I'm fine. We're all fine here. Thank you. How are you?
God, I've just added up how many cars I've
Badly,
got and how
very
many boots
dangerous.
I've got. Oh no, it doesn't work. Okay, hang on. There. Right, it can work. It may work. It will be made to work. Realize it. Right, that goes around.
Every day, in every way, it works a little more.
Out of your tiny tree fish.
No, he's quoting Pink Panther.
Yeah, I know.
Well, misquoting. Get rid of Sorry, the threats was playing. I do apologise.
How have I ended up with only 24 points? And fish is on 54.
Because my one and only ticket that I've completed was worth 20 points.
Jesus, fish.
I had a big one. I went for that first for obvious reasons. Try and get the thing out of the way. I didn't want that coming off my score.
Yeah, there was that, I can see. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, I know. We decide not to go into whether or not he's got the big one. He needs to get it out of the way.
Context is everything.
Don't blame me.
It's not my fault if I am sweet and innocent and do not see any of these things.
Excuse me.
You're right there, Drop. Don't joke.
Yes, fine.
Try not to die live on stream.
Try not to die. Whatever you. Oh. Ever have one of those, oh, hang on, I could just do that moments?
Yep.
Yep, all the time. Usually just after I've done something else.
Oh, you twonk drop. Come on, fish. Hem. Okay. So 6, 7, 8, 11. Oh dear God. Huh. Let's do that. See what happens. I'm either building up for a grand finale or I'm just sort of hurling myself into the void at this stage.
Whichever way works.
It's very much a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Okay. I know. God, you're judgmental. Shh. Wait, now I've got Try Not to Die stuck in my head. The song that caused me to look up who the hell Lee Brillo was.
Oh, shit. Yes, I know it's nice. You just told me I can't fucking do that. Shit.
Sincere?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently, does anybody need all the green?
So, yeah, okay, fine.
Oops.
Arse biscuits.
Decisions.
You doing, Fish?
I'm thinking, you know that's difficult for me.
I know. I did wonder what that burning smell was coming from Margate.
So that's a turn of phrase I can never legitimately use.
It's true. If it makes it as far as you, then we're all in trouble.
As far as me, I still wouldn't spot it.
Good point. Yeah, that wasn't intended to come out.
Kitchen could be on fire and I wouldn't smell it.
Yeah. Fortunately, this is one of the reasons you own a dog. I suspect.
One of the reasons I haven't even considered making moves against the dog.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
Yeah, the dog we had was a rescued dog that my wife took on from a family that really couldn't look after it.
Oh.
And I'm incredibly glad said dog is still around. She's a really, really good dog.
Yes.
Despite barking at anything and everything.
Yes. On the other hand, she barks at everything and everything, so, you know.
Yeah.
No one's going to sneak by her. And talking of which, hello, Mecky.
Mecky, hello, good evening to you. How you doing, buddy?
Hope this New Year's Eve is treating you well. And that you had a good Christmas. That Fishy's going to beat me. Actually, it's kind of a close one between you two. I've been too focused on actually building my routes, building my tickets, rather than just claiming whatever routes I can. That's better. That's more more along the lines. Quick straw poll. Who's planning on seeing Bumblebee? So I'm trying to decide whether or not it's going to be quite good or a bit pants.
I've heard that it's quite good, but it's not one I'm planning to see.
I'll certainly watch it when it hits Netflix or something.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
I
Watch
see.
it on Netflix.
Fair enough. So unless I actually drag you along on the buy one get one. a meerkat or
Yeah,
something.
and that's the only other thing. If you decide you want to go and see it, then yes, I will see it, because that's usually the way things work. Because I have this friend who doesn't like going to the cinema on her own.
I don't mind going to the cinema on my own. I do object to the looks people give you when you go to the cinema on your own. That annoys me.
It should really be a social thing, going to the cinema. It is. It's something you do with friends.
But there shouldn't be any stigma around going to the cinema on your Todd.
No.
Oh no, absolutely not. I'm just saying that it's a more enjoyable experience. It's, you get together with some people, you go to the cinema, you enjoy a film, you talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only dodgy experience I've had actually going to the cinema on my own was when I went to see Event Horizon, and yes, I am that old, sod off. When I drove there for the late night showing through unfamiliar back roads up in Yorkshire, and that creepy bloke decided to come and sit directly behind me in an otherwise empty cinema. Creeped me the hell out. A really dodgy looking bloke in a long black long coat came and sat directly behind my seat.
Shit. Yeah, don't beep at me.
So don't beep at me. I'll talk about going around there with my roots. Okay. It could do with a slightly more obvious whose turn marker it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a train icon that slides between the players' names.
Should you manage to miss the train horn, it is slightly annoying.
The hell's my other? Oh my god, that's nowhere. Literally bears no resemblance. Right. Yes, fish. Yes, Mickey, rather not fish. Fish I'm playing with. God.
So it's a fresh cough, not the same cold. It's just carried on and on and on.
It is fresh cough, yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got this one off me.
Yeah.
It was a late Christmas present.
Worse.
Yes. It was timed that I got it immediately before Christmas, so I basically spent Christmas week horrendously ill.
Ouch.
Yeah, which does have the added bonus that this means that a week's worth of Christmas chocolate works out to about 3 months' worth of supplies of sweets. So actually, I'm not too badly off. It does mean I don't have to buy anything. Yeah, I know. I think what I need to do,
Don't think too
is
hard.
across there and down there. I think. Which I can do with the cars I've got.
See, I'm desperately fighting the urge to talk my way through what I'm doing.
Yeah, not a good plan in a multiplayer game like this.
Crone Magistrate, you're back on my Christmas. Well, not you were ever off my Christmas card list, but you know what I mean.
Is that help from outside? Is that allowed?
I suspect somebody is cheating.
That's not cheating. It's taking advantage of superior knowledge of the game. But yes, it's because of my slightly Cthulhuid structure. Well played, Meki.
Your own personal Cthulhuid structure.
But how can you say Cthulhu structure? You didn't even pick green as your icon color.
It's a bit obvious. Sure, something's got purple. I mean, the Migo are kind of pink. Yeah.
So many games I'll be talking through what's going through my head as I make each move. This is really an action of not doing that, because obviously not only is it a multiplayer game, but we're talking to each other. So it'd be like telling your opponents what you're thinking and what you're going to do.
I actually have that problem. I actually have that problem playing board games around a table with the people there directly sat in front of me. I still want to tell them what I'm thinking.
Which can be quite useful, actually.
Agreed.
It's a lot like playing poker with someone who has their back to a mirror.
I think it's partly because I've spent so much time teaching other people games that I automatically want to explain.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I must find out how Ellie's family got on with the copy of Codenames I bought them.
Oh, yeah.
Meki, that is harsh. It might be accurate, but it's harsh.
Yes. Apparently it would be a surprise.
Bite me?
Was the bite aimed at me or Meki?
Both. Everybody. Aimed at the fact that I have just put us into endgame with 88 points. That's what it's aimed at.
Shit.
Well, I have no cards, so
Hate you.
I'm not going to put anything new down this turn.
I need one more turn.
As do I.
So this is my last turn, isn't it? This is your very last turn. Fishy will end the game because Fishy's a twonk.
Yeah. Fishy's played a blinder. He's put a whole bunch of cards down.
I got a really good selection of tickets, basically, at the start of the game. I took all three of them, haven't had to draw any more. They just worked.
Fishy in a fire.
I'm quite grateful to you, actually, Knight, because I was one train car short of being able to actually connect up all of my routes. And I might have accidentally, if you hadn't blocked me from doing so, I might have accidentally connected them, then realised I couldn't reach Houston.
But see, here's the thing. I saw what you were doing around Toronto and the one 2 away from it, and I thought, if he puts those 2 in, he's going to block me completing my route. So I put those 2 in, then carried on completing the route around it. And I think I may have also inadvertently stopped you getting the longest route in doing that, and blagged it for myself.
Yeah, I mean that's why I wanted to connect up there. It was to get the longest route.
Yeah, either Montreal to Toronto or Sault Ste. Marie to Toronto would have given you the longest route, and I needed to get to Sault Ste. Marie for an actual ticket. It's like,
come on, Fish.
So I shall just randomly pick a couple of cards because.
And the cussing that I made was that with less than 4 players in the game, you can't use a dual route. So I carefully planned my route and then found that the game wouldn't let me take it because we had less than 4 players.
Oh, that can sod all the way off.
Holy moly, Fish!
You're not coming tomorrow, Fish. I'm not letting you in. Longest route.
Yeah.
It's not enough, though.
Yeah, it kicks me into touch. I got a point of karma because I'm a loser.
I got a point of karma for something.
Possibly just for playing a multiplayer game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, possibly.
Possible.
Possibly for playing your first multiplayer game.
Possibly to play
Jesus.
my first game.
Yeah. Good God.
Mickey's really genuinely surprised.
I'm
At tactical
Everybody's
games, Fishy
genuinely
is
surprised
great.
when I win something.
It's when you introduce the random element of dice that Fishy comes a cropper. But tactical games like this, Fishy is bloody good.
I still suffer from the random element though because of the card draws. However, with this one, I do better with games where there's a communal card pool to choose from.
Yeah.
If it was me drawing cards, they'd all be terrible.
Okay. I demand a rematch. Now I've remembered how this game plays. If you guys are up for it.
I'm going for another one. I mean, yeah, I've had my beginner's luck element, so I'm going to be absolutely last next game, and I'm down with that.
Yeah. Right. So. Right. Waiting for you two to join the same settings as before.
How do we leave the end screen?
Okay. Arrow top left.
Top left, yeah. And there is a leave game option in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can tell we're in the between time of the year where everything's confused and nothing works how it should. Fishy, what a ball game.
That is correct, yeah. I think they give me one game a year, and they've just been a bit late, just finally squeezing it in.
You make it sound like people torment you because you're crap. I mean, they don't torment you because you're crap.
And when I say they, I'm referring to the force destiny, obviously.
Ah, okay. I'm going to say, because we don't. We're nice to you. Okay.
Well, it appears that my initial hand is brought to me by the United Colours of Benetton.
There are worse. I know it's my turn. I just randomly collected my Boots tickets. I have no idea what they actually are. Oh, okay. Oh, fine. Screw you then. Right then. For starters.
What happens if, when you complete your routes and you pick up another route, it gives you a route that you've already got completed? Is that just an auto win right there? You know, an auto.
Oh, it just by coincidence you already happen to have a connection. Believe,
Yeah.
You just get it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that's happened. You haven't put any cards down yet.
No, I thought I'd ask, just given that it's a possibility how the game plays out, I'd ask whether it was null and void because the route wasn't available to get, or whether it just gave it because you already got it. So
Yeah. No, you get it because you got it. .com.
Hoot, frickin' hoot.
Yes, thank you, Riftrax. I may well accept your discount options, but
Yeah, now it's my turn. Sort of.
you have to keep sending me the alerts.
We really ought to schedule board games in more often. I mean, normally it would be a midweek multiplayer thing rather than interrupting the role-playing games, but...
Right. Yeah, I know.
And for anybody watching, don't forget you can join us playing these games if you join us on our Discord to keep tabs on what we're playing when.
Sneaker, send the Discord link, please.
Indeedy poos.
Oh, I'm ever so lazy doing that rather than just typing in chat. Exclamation point Discord.
Alright, I just copy pasted. Got to add it back into Techie. Looking of which you are there, aren't you, dear? Sorry, I'm just going to check. She's showing, but there you go.
Oh, you git weasel.
Oh, thank you, Techie, for using that as your trigger. To I have a feeling you may already have done so, Chrono Magistrate, but feel free to do so again.
Yeah, stop on by.
But yes, feel free to join up. Okay, hang on, where are we? Where am I going? What am I doing?
Where am I going? I'm in a handbasket.
Yeah. I now have She's Got the Jack stuck in my head.
That's a good song.
Is that Dave Lee Roth?
No, it was AC/DC, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
I think Bon Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early AC/DC.
Yeah. You know, sometimes your brain decides to throw up something on the mental jukebox and just sit there and play it on loop until you notice. Or just, until you slam your head against a really annoying song or something.
Okay, I want that. And I'll take that.
As we progress into the second game, I'm beginning to wonder whether leaving the in-game music playing was a mistake.
Yeah. It's
a mistake
almost...
I corrected before we started. I've got Pretzel going. My chat is getting spammed by Pretzel every time it changes.
Yeah.
I can see. I've got it open.
Yeah. It's almost the entertainer, isn't it? It's an ace away from the entertainer, but not in a way that would cause them to have to pay money.
The menu music is, the in-game music is different.
I haven't got the in-game music because I turn off because the menu music was driving me nuts.
Okay, because this stage in the game, the answer to the question, what do I need, is of course everything.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm getting double bubble. I can hear it over your speakers. I know.
Sorry?
I can hear your ping over your speakers. Before it pings at my end.
Let's get some trains down. I'm on the scoreboard. I've got some trains down.
Yep. Right. A card. Not afraid to use it.
I just want to tell everybody now that if I lose this game, it's because I'm going easy on them after the last. Don't tell them.
Yeah, it's not that was complete blind luck on your part, mate.
Absolutely not.
Okay. What have we got available? Amazingly, once again, what is available is not what I need. It's quite impressive. It's also not my turn, so I can't click there. I keep seeing things like the hot air balloon, and I'm thinking Crimson Skies.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then I see whatever in Satan's name it is, top, above, and left of that, and think, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Possibly. Could be a cart, could be a car, could be a particularly malformed horse, for all I know.
I think it's a car.
Right. Did you see the thing about there being a bear on the Toblerone logo, by the way?
What?
Did you know that there was a bear on the Toblerone logo? I bet you didn't. You know the mountain on the actual Toblerone logo? You've got sort of the drawn...
This is implying that I have any idea what the Toblerone logo is.
It's a Swiss mountain. It's
Takes your word for
literally...
that.
It's a silhouette with obviously sort of trees and paths and things up the mountain. The thing is, the paths form the shape of a bear in silhouette. And it's one of those small children appear to have noticed this. And adults who have been eating Toblerone their entire life are left going, is it? It's very peculiar.
That's a lot of Toblerone. To have been eating it your entire life. That's a lot of Toblerone.
See, having never been a fan of Toblerone, I've never looked at the logo.
Have a look next time you're out shopping or whatever.
I've just Googled it.
Yeah.
And yes,
it is, isn't it?
But now I have a Mitch Benn song stuck in my head.
Yeah.
From whichever series of Crimes Against Music it was, where they changed the format and they, air quotes, went on the road and were stuck in the airport.
Oh,
Same
God.
one for which I may have to murder James Blunt comes.
Yes.
There was also one about not being able to, they were stuck in duty free with no way in or out. And there's something about not being able to survive on vodka Toblerone.
Yes, that was it. I've just made Mecky's head come off, apparently.
Well, that's not difficult, really, because it is removable for easy cleaning.
But, no, it's one of those, oh, does it? And how long has this been the case? And apparently for always. I assumed it was because it's got honey in, but apparently it's wherever it's from means bear. Whichever Swiss town it was designed in. It's probably one of the Burns.
Look at you people with your trains on the board. Yeah, actual playing the game.
Sorry, was that hashtag actual play?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, the caffeine may be kicking in just a fraction. I'm on can number 2 now.
I'm on can 3.
So I've just finished can number 2. So I've got Mountain Dew Code Red and Mountain Dew Voltage. Apparently, Code Red is all cranberry and red berries, and Voltage is something else. The guy in the shop was telling me how nice the cranberry and red berries one is. I'm glad he told me so that I don't have to appear ignorant next time he says, "Oh, how did you find that can of Mountain Dew?" I say, "Yeah, it was lovely."
How did you like that? It was non-toxic. The liquid content was high. So is it my go? No, it's not my go. Okay.
Yeah, don't beef me. I know it's my go. I'm just trying to work out where the hell I'm going next.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know.
Okay. Let's do this.
So while we're on what would normally be the role-playing stream, regarding Cyberpunk, Cybercagnia, Neo-Lacia, whatever it was first
Oh, yes.
were you guys thinking to go more sort of detective side or street cop side?
I think generally the detective thing gives you more to play with in a campaign,
It
doesn't it?
does. Gives you more to do.
There's two ways of looking at it. One is the street cop would give us more flexibility in terms of players, so different players could fade in and fade out depending on which shift we're on.
This is true.
Now has Hill Street Blues blowing in her head. Thanks for
Funnily
that.
enough, that was the original idea I was thinking of. Be careful out there, folks. But you're right. The detective side gives a lot more variety of available plot. So it largely comes down to which way you want to play it. If it was looking like we were going to get more players, then I would be owing towards street cop.
I'm actually cool to play it either way, whichever one you would prefer to run.
Okay.
I'm going to run some street cop type stuff myself at some point because I've got 3 of the 4 editions of the Judge Dredd RPG, and I'm going to run one of them one day. Probably the D20 Mongoose one, which I far prefer to their Traveller one. So the scenarios I have for that could be adapted to any edition, so I could run them in the new one from EN Publishing. It's all set in Mega City 1, not difficult to change the game stats.
Yeah. Here she go. I was doing so well, and now I kind of run into a black hole. Black hole? Brick wall? Black hole. Come on, Trev. Sound like I'm on the source. Frankly, I think I'd probably do better if I was. Right.
Yeah, don't beef at me.
Welcome to Operation Lead Shaft Dratty.
I'm sorry?
That's right. That came out far worse than I intended.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm about to drink from empty can. Because there was a dribble left in it. Right, let's move to water for a bit before I hit the next can of Mountain Dew.
It's probably an idea.
You think?
Yeah.
No, I don't need to sleep between now and January 1st. What are you talking about? What is this thing called sleep? I don't need this.
Oh, God. I have water somewhere.
Yeah, that is what I'm looking at.
Oh, no, I've only got coconut water. Right, okay, what do I need?
Fishy's streaking ahead on points again.
Yeah, but look at what I've actually placed. They don't go anywhere.
It's your turn to not go anywhere, Fish.
Fortunately, he only needs one to connect up. There we go.
Yeah, bastard. He only needs a pink for the championship.
And for those watching in black and white.
The pink is nestled up behind the red.
Pink is between the yellow and...
I feel under the circumstances, I had better actually finish a route before somebody blocks it.
I'll get your ticket in.
Yeah. Just to prove to myself I still can.
Yeah. Still got it. You are not too old for this shit.
Thank you, Mickey. Although that wasn't a strategy, that was actually... I need to start planning this game, and I really need an idea of what I'm supposed to be doing with it. So, yes, detectives.
Start planning. After we finish Witcher, I have to run Shatterzone, which is currently still in note form.
At least you have notes.
Notes are fine.
Yeah, there's that.
Let's face it, 3 or 4 lines of notes, that's 2 weeks worth of plot.
Yeah, that's the way you run things, not the way I run things.
Well, yeah, okay.
I have to draw a map.
Yeah, true. And you can draw a map 4 times faster than anybody else, so, you know.
No, I can't. This is one of my problems. If I could map quickly, that would be really useful, but it takes me forever. I like the results at the end of the day, but it still takes me forever.
The problem is you're a perfectionist when it comes to maps.
No, I'm just a perfectionist. And a detail freak, which is a bad combination, because that means I can spend 3 years prepping a campaign and never run it, because it's not quite right yet.
Yep.
Yes. Let's get that one in.
What is this obsession with giving me stuff I don't want?
Oh, typical. God's sake. I don't like any of the colours that are there, so I'll pick a random one that picks the same as I just drew. You're not playing ball. No, you're playing cards, I realise this.
See, I'm glad that you guys aren't watching my stream, because I've taken into the habit of miming and mouthing and hand signaling at the camera what I'm trying to get across, where I would normally be talking into the microphone as to what I'm doing and thinking.
I was thinking today at work I should have brought flashcards with me. Saying, yeah, good morning, good afternoon, will that be cash or card?
Yeah. God, I could have done with those several times when I was working at previousemployer.com. Which, by the way, I had a nasty moment on. I thought, oh my God, my year long after we finish your services discount card expires in 2 weeks.
Wow.
I know, which means that I've been soloing for a year. Crap.
Yeah.
I'm not dead yet, which is quite an impressive achievement, actually. Right, let's try this. But no, it was just figuring out it's been a year. It was just an oh shit. Sorry, Fish. What?
I've just realised I'm an idiot. I just thought, why am I sitting here using a mouse to play this touchscreen adapted game on my touchscreen?
You know, I did say you should be playing
this
on
after
your
you
touchscreen.
said at the beginning, Fishy could play this with his touchscreen.
Tell me you didn't put it on your touch screen.
The knights,
Sorry?
the colours of the players are different on Nightstream than on this one.
Are they?
Really? So, Mickey, rather than have me look at Drut Stream, what colour are Fish and Drut and me showing up as? Because I've got me purple, Fishy blue, and Drut yellow.
Nope, I'm
Really?
green.
I'm
Drut is purple.
and you're red, Knight, and Fishy's green.
And what colour are you?
Purple.
So hang on, for Drut and I, the colours are the same.
Yeah.
It would be
But-
because I chose purple and Drut chose purple.
So it
Ah.
presumably then reshuffled.
So it just shuffled everything around. Gotcha.
That's weird.
Where was
Right.
I? Was I picking a second card? Or,
don't know.
Yeah, picking a second card.
I think you were passing to give Knight a go. You're not
saying
going.
that because he's winning.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I think you'll find Drut is winning.
Oh no, Drat is currently in the lead. That's not the same thing.
That's the definition of winning at this point in the proceedings.
Okay. Now it's my turn. None of my cards are any use to anybody. It's quite impressive. I was actively going for what's the most crap selection I could have. Hmm. Wow, I was wondering if there were any rainbow cards left in the game. We're starting to get a bit... It's all the same colour. Clearly someone just went copy-paste. Yeah, fuck it, done.
Copy paste. Control C, Control V.
Yep. God, I wish there was a way to edit Google Docs except for you. Oh my god. Okay. Billy? Fine. Don't tread on. Someone's bucking for longest route.
Just
Well
completing-
spotted,
just
Mickey.
completing
Well
the route.
spotted. There are many alternative boards for this
Yes.
game.
Yeah.
I can't remember which of them, on the actual physical board game, I can't remember which of them are complete sets and which of them are just new boards that require the basic. I think Europe and the original US version are base sets.
Yeah, they are.
But you can get maps for all kinds of different countries and different time periods as well.
Mm.
There's a couple of them that are, there's like a US 1910, I think. Something like
yeah.
that.
It's never an Orient Express one, or am I hallucinating?
Funny enough, I'm looking it up at the moment because given that it's all horrendously discounted, I'm considering just getting the
Yeah,
lot.
I just snagged the bundle and picked up all the DLC I didn't have for this.
Germany, Nordic
I've got all
countries, Europe, Switzerland. I don't think there's an Orient Express, unless Legendary Asia covers it.
Hmm.
It's kind of a mistrick on their part.
Yeah. Unless it's a physical one. No. I don't know. Did you say we can't use the dual routes?
Correct.
The dual ones, no, you've got to have 4 players in the game before you're allowed to use the parallel routes.
Okay. Oh.
It's the Europe set, isn't it, that introduces tunnels.
Yes.
And you start getting into complicated rules.
Mm. Mm. No, it's my turn. Fuck off.
Another one I'd like to play more as well as this is A Small World. I adore Small World. Such a fun game.
The problem I've got is the Small World, certainly the adaptation on tablet / phone, which I think is the same as the PC version, just isn't very good.
It's still Small World though.
Yeah.
I mean, the actual game itself is so cool.
Oh yeah, the actual concept is brilliant. Pardon me. Right.
And ironically, I have more expansions digitally than I do for the actual base board, the physical board game. Because I could pick them up cheap, and that very rarely happens with physical games.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would love to see a digital version of Forbidden Island, Forbidden Desert.
Oh yes.
Because those would make such good stream games.
Would.
Oh, speaking of islands and changing tack dramatically from board games, amongst one of the many humble bundles that I didn't realize I'd picked up, included was a copy of Dead Island.
Cool.
So, given that this is one that we tend to do on midweek multiplay, if you guys know someone that might be interested but doesn't have a copy,
I take it as the definitive edition, because I can't see why they'd have given the earlier.
Yeah.
Let me just double check.
I mean, it should be. As I say, I can't see why they would give away the original.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, definitive edition.
Okay.
That's a fun game.
It is.
And given that I have now a number of titles...
Just don't expect to give it to anyone in Germany, apparently.
Indeed, yeah.
No, they're not allowed to.
Which is a crying shame.
It would have been nice to get Asbjørn Fox on board with us.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. Trying to figure out a way around that. I'm trying to remember why. I mean, I know why things like Wolfenstein are. It must just be a basic gore censorship.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is Fishy winning again?
That depends on your definition of winning.
Current lead of the game.
Yes.
Oh, you get features.
Forbidden Desert. There's also Forbidden Skies, which I haven't played yet, but I really want to.
No, likewise.
Just on the grounds that the other two are brilliant, so therefore the odds are good. Yes, Island is far more forgiving than Desert.
Yeah.
Far more forgiving. Desert is brutal. Lovely, but my God.
Right. I'll take that one differently. What the hell just happened there?
I don't know. Did you do something wrong? Or...
I picked a card, then it took the entirety of the pickable cards away and put a whole new batch down.
It just reached the end of the deck and reshuffled the discard.
Oh, right, okay.
That it needed to replace the card and it couldn't, so... Now that happened on my turn last game, and I thought, what the hell? And then I suddenly realised what it must be.
Right.
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised that it took everything that was there away. I expected it just to reshuffle, but I
I
don't know
did
whether
wonder if
that's
it's because there were
actually in
suddenly
the.
3 engine cards there. It said, nope,
Mm.
we're not putting 3 of those out for people to pick up. Reshuffle the lot. But yeah, the end of the deck makes more sense, but it's still a little bit. A little bit galling.
That's where I'm now doing my very cautious math.
I am still trying to figure out a good way of playing Tales of the Arabian Nights with stream chat. I reckon I can do it, but it's going to take a little bit of marking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tricky part is in terms of people being able to see what they've got. But I think it's a game that would actually, if I can make it work really well with chat playing along.
Cool.
On a more simple level, things like
Go, by the way.
Castle Panic and Forbidden Desert, I fancy playing with chat on the basis that they are cooperative games. So cooperating with chat to play, I think, would be good.
Yeah. You'll go, by the way.
Yeah, I know it's my go. Shut up.
The other thing I fancy doing with chat actually is some of the Fighting Fantasy game books. Letting the chat pick, where you turn.
Yeah, I can see that.
Things like the Fighting Fantasy Classics, is it?
Yes.
Is basically just a digital version of the books.
Yes. Yes.
The downside with that is I'm not sure quite how one stands guard the fact that you're effectively giving out a book over stream, which is copyright-wise a bit on the dodgy side.
You contact Ian Livingston and ask nicely.
Don't like my score anything like as much as I did when I'd finished my 3 cards last time. These were
Yeah. A nice wide grounding in different game mechanics is always nice. It's always useful.
Yeah. Man after my own heart.
In a non-cannibalistic kind of way.
Well, yes. I think Fishy's got longest brute this time.
Techie, what? It's dead. It's gone and it's not there anymore. Feel free to disregard.
You didn't take that out, did you?
I did! Hang on a sec.
I think you did, but Techie doesn't.
Techie, you annoying little git weasel. Excuse me. Oh, if you're going to have things happen, have them happen while the wrong people are in the fucking chat.
Have I mentioned Nightbite lately that I hate you?
You haven't, but you're welcome.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going to turn to extend my route.
It's not in the bloody command list. That's the thing.
No, it's in notices, not commands. That will be.
No, I mean, it's not in the list. I've just been through it.
It's got to be there.
Techie's making shit up now. She's coming up with her own list.
It's your turn. You want to look after your turn.
Shut up. But yes, obviously. think he's just being nice to Techie now.
I'm always nice to Techie.
Hang on. No. Yes, I took it out the day after. Well, to be fair, when I surfaced the day after, but. Right. Start. Everyone play nice and restarting Techie. The only reason she's Techie Virtuo is because proper Techie lives inside my main PC.
I want to bet you're going for a second. With proper Techie lives inside my mind.
Well, technically, yes.
Well, technically, Techie does live inside her head.
Yes.
Yeah, which makes me sound like a total psycho. Thanks. I know why you said that, but cheers. What do we go? Let's go with weirdly.
Once again, my hand is full of the United Colours of Benetton.
Right, hang on. Oh, shut up.
Fish is on 72 bleeding points.
Yeah, but I was on 88 or so by this point last game, so you've got an easy time beating me now.
Yeah, right.
When you say easy.
I've got to get rid of a whole 5 more pieces before I can end the game.
True.
Yeah, 5
or possibly 4. I can't remember whether it knocks you out below
4.
2 or at 2.
It's below you. It's when you're below 3.
Yeah.
So okay, I've got to get rid of 4 more pieces then.
There's
It's going to be
plenty of
forever.
there's plenty of 4 block routes there you can stick in to do it in this turn.
This is now coming down to the wire. Oops.
Oops, what's oops?
Hang on.
Oh.
Oops, the worst word in nuclear physics.
Yeah. Go ahead and link that. Yes. Sorry.
Figured out what the oops was.
Yes.
Nimrod, it is your
yes,
go.
I know. I'm doing. Yes, Techie gets quite defensive about people posting links because I have had twerps on occasion. And those twerps have attempted to cause trouble.
No pressure, people, but if neither of you does it, I will be putting us into endgame on my next turn.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was expecting that for the last couple of turns.
Yeah.
I wanted to try and get as long a route as possible. I know that it's long enough. I can't be bothered to count. But
yeah.
It is long enough, yes.
Is it? Oh, cool.
I'm just going to start swearing now. Damn it.
Well, I've only completed 2 ticket routes. I don't have the longest route on the board, so Drut's beaten me.
Mm.
Fishy's beaten us both, I reckon.
I reckon he has, yeah.
Oh,
My routes are not worth as much as the last lot were, but we'll see.
I'm really annoyed because of all the times to not be able to get hold of 4 whites. That's all I needed. All I needed to complete my route. Could I get hold of 4 whites? No. Could I get hold of 4 multicolours? No. Could I get hold of sorting anything? Could I get weasels? Edge in some extra points while I'm here. So take your last one, Fish.
Go Fishy.
Yes, it all got a bit surreal when people were doing that.
Dare I ask?
For reasons, tension music was needed at various points on the live stream. And for other reasons, apparently the countdown music was eschewed in favour of the Antiques Roadshow, as chanted by a room full of people. Who later on in the day were a room full of very, very tired, punchy people.
Oh dear.
On both too much and too little caffeine. Jesus, Fish, have a friggin' heart.
Oh, come on, that's 12 less than the score on the last game. But yeah, it is all one long route.
Jesus.
When I realised that I could actually run through all 3 with a single route, that's when I said, yeah, I'm going to keep these cards.
Yeah, you see, you nuked my last route. That's some stupid bloody game. Ow.
Thank you. However, I appreciate your your being here to give me somebody to trounce.
Is she?
If I believed for one moment that this would last, I would say we need to play a lot more Ticket to